I'm Tara Ballinger, and this is Cat Chat, where my cat Cosmo answers all of your questions about real estate. So for this episode of Cat Chat, we're going to be talking about radon. What it is, why it is totally uncool, how you can tell if your home or the home you want to buy has it, and what you can do if it does. So to get started, let's just have Cosmo give us an overview of what radon is. Wow, that was a long-winded explanation. But yeah, there's a lot of trivia about radon. Like, it's a chemical element, it has an atomic number of 86, it was discovered by Friedrich Dorn in 1900. But the most important thing to know about radon is that it is radioactive! Radioactivity is a somewhat complicated nuclear process that is way beyond the scope of this cat chat. But what it means for human health is it can cause lung cancer. It's actually the second leading cause of lung cancer after smoking and can cause cancer in non-smokers who are exposed to radon. It is responsible for over 20,000 deaths a year. So radon is a bummer. But what does all this have to do with real estate? Let's ask the cat. Cosmo hit the nail on the head. When there's radon in the soil, it can seep through the cracks of your home's foundation and get trapped there. Then you breathe it in, it's bad news bears. Now, radon isn't actually in high levels in all areas. It tends to be highest in places that have a lot of granite sediment. Here in Portland, it's pretty frequent occurrence. About 1 in 4 homes in Portland have high levels of radon. It also increases your risk if you have a basement because the foundation extends further into the soil and there's more surface area, so there's just more contact with the soil. So anyway, radon is bad, it can kill you, and it's pretty common. All those are bad things, but there's a big silver lining to this. Right, Cosmo? So the good news is that radon is easy to detect and fairly inexpensive to mitigate. To detect high levels of radon, most people start off with a 48-hour test. There are at-home kits available, but in a real estate transaction, we tend to go with a professional who knows how to conduct the test properly and to interpret the results. So it's about $150 and it's often done in conjunction with the home inspection. The 48-hour test measures radon levels at multiple intervals over the course of 48 hours and then averages together the readings to give you a rough picture of what's going on in your home's air in terms of radon. So radon is measured in something called picocuries per liter. You don't need to know what a picocurie is. You don't even need to know what a liter is. What you need to know is that the EPA recommends that there not be more than 4 picocuries per liter of radon in a home. Anything higher than that will adversely affect your health, or could adversely affect your health. All right, so let's say you got the test, you got the results back. It's the worst news, your home is just infested with radon. What do? Cosmo? Yep, you install a radon mitigation system. A mitigation system absolutely needs to be installed by a professional who specializes in radon mitigation. But it's a fairly simple contraption. It uses a fan, it takes the radon from your home and pipes it out above your roof line, and also creates negative pressure to keep radon from getting into your living space. Once installed, a radon mitigation system tends to drop the radon levels down to about 2 picocuries per liter, so well under what the EPA recommends, which is great. The cost of installing the system will vary, but a basic, straightforward system here in Portland will run you somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,500. Could be a little north or south of that, but that's the general cost of it. It's not cheap, but in the spectrum of home repairs, it's really not the worst thing in the world. In a real estate transaction, radon mitigation is negotiated between the buyer and the seller right alongside other repairs in the inspection period. So make sure that you have a great realtor who can connect you with a good inspector and a good radon tester, and who can negotiate those repairs and the installation of a mitigation system for you if high levels of radon are found. It's that simple. So that concludes this cat chat about radon. I hope that it was helpful. You have any closing words, Cosmo? I second that. You guys have a great day. Come and see us next week for the next episode of Cat Chat. And if you have any questions about real estate, just comment in this video and either Cosmo or myself will get back to you. See you next time, guys.